Captain's Log, episode 110. This episode of the Beer Vengers podcast is sponsored by the Beer and Cheese Collective, located at 35-11 Ditmars Boulevard in Astoria, Queens. Now accepting applications for their Cheese of the Month Club, starting as low as $75 a month. Enjoy their eclectic array of craft beer, artisanal cheeses, and specialty grocery items at the Beer and Cheese Collective, home bar to yours truly, Captain Porter Brown Stout. On this 5-pour installment, Captain Huck and Beer Wonder welcome back Cider Girl, a.k.a. Wine Girl, for a second consecutive episode focused on travel. Beer Wonder tells us about Aruba, and Huck and Cider Girl regale us with tales about their epic trip to Italy. It starts with a super Tuscan deconstruction that eventually devolves into a perhaps overly detailed discussion about the pros and cons of undergarments. Remember to like, star, and subscribe whenever that feels appropriate, and send us your emails at thebeervengers@gmail.com if you have any questions, suggestions, or if you just like hearing us talk about you on the show. And now, without further ado, please enjoy episode 110, Boxers or Briefs?
We're the beer Vengers, beer Vengers, beer Vengers. We're the beer Vengers.
Welcome to the Beercast, everyone. Coming to you from an undisclosed location in Astoria, Queens, this is Captain Porter Brown Stout.
I'm coming to you from an undisclosed location in the Central Valley of California. This is the Pale Male Hophead Huck.
And coming to you from an undisclosed location in the County of Kings, why, it is I, the Beer Wonder.
And coming to you from deep in the recesses of a town called Fresno in her secret lair, it is Cider Girl, who will today be called Wine Girl.
Ooh.
And collectively, we are
The
Beer
And also wine.
And wine today.
And wine, yes. I know that's Cider Girl's favorite part of the show.
Wine
so thank you for
Vengers.
indulging us in that.
Do a whole
The
episode
cider
with
beer
Venge.
wine ventures. No, we've often had non-beer things, less of wonderful
Fermentation.
fermented beverages.
Do
It's
we need to,
we're the beer vengers, but we're friendly to all fermentation, and even those who are unfermented.
I was going to
We're
say,
not
so
we're
like,
not picky.
if we're opening the fermentation jar here, do we need to like show up with pickles? Should there be some kimchi? Like, how far are we going to take this? Olives?
I
Well,
wish
guess
I had
olives
some
aren't really
olives.
fermented. Yeah.
If olives became alcoholic,
Yeah.
you know,
We may not be as big as the Denver Convention Center, but we are still a big tent.
We are a large tent.
Yes.
We are a very
Yes.
large tent.
Well played.
Hey, Cider Girl, welcome back. We haven't seen you in a little while
Yay!
here.
oh, why, thank you. Happy to be back always.
As the kids say, it's been a minute.
Oh,
Yes, the kids do say
that.
that.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
okay.
The
yes.
kids being millennials in their 40s.
Right.
They're
Well,
not
yes.
kids anymore.
but you know,
Yeah, and the kids in Gen
right? That's
and
what
the
we're
kids
doing
in
right now.
kids in Gen Z said, "Dad," when you say it's been a minute.
Oh,
I guess
man.
I don't know. I don't have kids.
Yeah, chances
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
collectively
childless
at 0
Beer
on that
Vengers.
one. Yeah. And that's okay.
Yes, it is. It is. We've had a few guests with
Yeah,
kids.
the
on occasion, but-
population's high enough.
That's true.
Well, sure, but anyway,
And we
I'm
have
not
beer
sure where.
and wine to drink,
Exactly.
places to be.
Absolutely, and very, very, very well put, Cider Girl. In fact, I think Cider Wine Girl, whatever
Mhm.
we're calling her today, Beer Wonder.
Yes.
Who should go first?
I
Oh
think
my
it should be me.
I mean, you would.
I don't
I'm
know
just gonna
that.
I think
be
Beer
silent
Wonder
for
might.
just a moment.
Yeah,
And let you all
I was
think
kicking
about
it old
this.
school.
yeah.
I believe we know how this works, friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe our secret layers have all come together to conspire to ensure that our guest has the first pour. Because why?
Cider Girl.
Because it's just polite.
Just
Thank
polite.
you.
It's polite, yeah.
The rules.
Cider girl,
Cider wine girl. Do you
Please.
see what I have to deal with?
It's so hard. I know.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Cider girl, what are you drinking today?
Yes. What are you drinking?
Well, I was just recently in Italy, and
Oh.
it wasn't specifically a wine tour, but it
Sure.
became a wine tour.
It sure did.
So
That
we have
makes
some
sense.
wines here.
Ooh.
And usually one pops one open,
Mhm.
and we hear the sizzle of the carbonation and whatnot.
Yeah.
With wine, sometimes you like to let it breathe a little bit. So
Ooh.
that silence you hear is the wine breathing.
Oh, all right. So we're not going to actually get you to see. So yeah, the pour is a
You can show us the
non-pour.
bottle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you could,
Exactly.
yeah, just hold them
But I
up
can
next
do
to each
this
other
for
so we
you.
can
What,
see
what,
them.
what kind of wine are we having tonight?
So this is what we like to call a super Tuscan.
Okay.
All
And
right.
what I learned while in Tuscany is
Casually.
that a super Tuscan is actually a blend of
Okay.
at least 3 different varietals of grapes.
Oh, cool.
And the main component has to be a Sangiovese grape, which is grown in Tuscany.
In the Tuscany.
That's a nice grape.
It's a good grape. All of this makes sense. It's a red wine, also to be clear, just in case anyone was wondering. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is a
Yes,
red.
it is very
Super
red.
Tuscans are
It
always
is
red.
very-
Yeah,
Okay.
because a
All right, so-
Sangiovese is a red grape.
Where are we at after that, Beer Wonder?
Well, look, you also were on this
Polite
adventure.
Wonder.
I know, and
Which
and
means
do-
I should go first, right?
That's
There you go.
correct.
There you
ahead of
go.
line.
That
Yeah, all right.
is
So,
correct.
You are the
That is
Awesome,
captain,
awesome.
after all.
all right. So I have with us a
Sponsored pour.
Oh my gosh.
sponsored pour from the
Ooh.
Beer and Cheese Collective,
Mhm.
35-11 Ditmars Boulevard. This is actually, we talked on the last episode about how the provider definitely has some favorite breweries, and there's some of our favorite breweries too, which is great.
Oh, yeah.
There's one of the best distributors that goes there is 12%, and they have sort of a conglomerate of breweries. We had Fat Orange Cat last week,
Yeah.
and this week I have a wonderful brew from Abomination, and this is called Night Milk.
Ooh,
Oh,
my.
nice.
This
That's
is-
a weird and cool name.
that is very.
Yeah, it's a
very
vanilla
cool.
stout.
Ooh.
It has all kinds of other little, like, the various things that I don't know. It's tooth decay,
God.
clowns,
Ugh.
poisoned.
Got
I don't
it
know what all these little like things on here.
Jeez.
I'll. But in any case, this is a 7% stout, night milk stout. Let's just see what it is we have here.
Okay.
Night
I missed the
stout.
brewery
Night
on that,
milk.
but
Abomination. I
Abomination.
said
Oh,
it's
thank you,
Abomination.
yeah.
Also
Naturally.
out of Connecticut, if I recall, right?
yeah, we
Yes,
got a little bit of
well,
a
they-
theme here.
They and Fat Orange
Mm.
Cat are both distributed by 12%.
Right. And boy, does this one look like that milk you would drink at night.
Oh, yeah.
It's honestly
Dark.
dark as night.
Got a nice head though.
Yeah.
It does.
I don't like to drink milk at night.
Yeah.
I don't either. I don't like to
does-
drink
Milk
milk
was
ever.
a bad choice.
Isn't warm milk like a cat thing?
I
Sure.
use milk when I make pancakes or macaroni and cheese.
There
Okay.
was always like a thing in old sitcoms or
biscuits.
just in old life where you would drink warm milk to help you.
Yes, on the
Neat.
Dick Van
Yeah.
Dyke Show or the
Ugh.
Honeymooners. I'm sure that was
Ugh.
very. That was.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that sounds
It's
terrible.
bad enough.
I've,
when it's cold.
I've never drank. I never willingly drank warm milk in my life. I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably
Well-
have, but yeah, not yeah. It was like
No.
okay, I'll try
No.
it.
It's never like, oh, I haven't had that in a while. I should have that. But on the other hand, this beer,
When's the last time I had some warm milk?
Yeah.
Gotta
I
get
don't know,
used
maybe
to it.
around 6, 7.
Yeah. Hey, look, we're hip with the kids finally.
All right, who's next?
Well, I do have to say, I given what we just heard from the captain, I do need to jump in at this point because
Please.
I will be drinking today a
Sponsored pour.
and I know we do this dance, and last week it was just very embarrassing, Captain, because we completely
Oh,
showed
yeah.
up in the exact same dress, and
Right.
like it was a who's
Let
worn
it
best
fit us both
situation.
beautifully.
It did. Both of those Fat Orange Cats were outstanding. But here's the thing: I hate to say it to you. This time, I know we decided suits were the way to go, and tuxes, which we're all gonna look the same. But then we showed up in the same bow tie, and that was even more embarrassing because 2 weeks in a row. Because today I am drinking a beer from our friends at Abomination.
No.
That's
What are
I
the odds?
know. What are the odds?
All you
right?
had to do was flip it one week to the other.
I know, but the joke last week with Paws and Claws was too good, and
Okay, fair enough.
but here's the thing. Mine is of the spooky season where we are at least recording this right now. It is the
Mhm.
Forbidden
As Gen Z
Pumpkin.
calls it, yeah.
Yes, exactly. We're keeping ourselves hip and relevant, and at some point,
Yeah.
Cider Wine Girl is going to tell us how X works because you're apparently the only one who still knows. But this is
Keep
the
my eye on the enemy.
Thank you, as one should. Forbidden Pumpkin Imperial Milkshake Style India Pale Ale brewed with pumpkin spices, vanilla, and milk sugar.
Jeez, a lot going on there.
It's not warm, I'll say that much. So
Okay, good.
all right, so let's crack this open and see how it's looking.
Wow, that is a
I know.
lot of stuff.
I know there's a lot happening.
And you both have a milk theme going.
I
Oh,
know.
wait a second. Look at the
Yeah.
color.
Isn't that
I
pretty?
realize these little yeah, I'll talk about that later, but yeah. Oh, yeah.
Golly.
Oh, electric. It's electric.
It really is a gorgeous.
That's
looking beer.
gorgeous.
And check that delightful can art there of our little friend with his jack-o'-lantern.
Oh gosh, he's a
Aw.
little
Oh,
scary.
It's almost the same color as the beer. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like holding beer.
I know.
have
to
protect it, my precious.
It's also 9.3%, so I
Wow.
apologize in advance for all of this.
Wow, Beer Wonder going for it. I'm actually going in the opposite direction. I got a
What?
very low ABV beer, but I remember I've been getting Facebook memories will pop
Mhm.
up and they'll say, "Remember that trip you took with the Beer Avengers?"
Oh yeah, I've been getting all those too.
Oh,
The old
Belgium,
country?
Germany, yeah.
So
yeah.
I am going old country. I'm going back to Bamberg.
Ooh,
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Bamberg! Oh wow!
This is Schlenkera. This is their Helles.
I remember that. Oh my gosh.
Helles
So cool.
Schlenkera Lager beer, which I've never had actually, because I usually have the Urbach or their what's the Märzen. But this is a Helles, and it's very light in alcohol, but hopefully it's high in smokiness because you know I
Ooh.
love the smoke. So let's see what this looks like. Oh, it is light in color.
It is very light in color.
Yeah. It's
It's got a Helles look to it for sure.
It does look pretty clear as well, or at least
That's
doesn't have a
beautiful.
ton of sediment. But it's a gorgeous looking beer. Good head.
4.3%. It's pretty
Okay.
low, but
Nice.
It's an
hopefully
afternoon
it'll.
beer.
Mhm.
Yeah, hold those next to each
I'm
other.
getting a lot of smoke on the nose, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I
Mm.
forgot
Hold,
to do
hold
the
that.
thing.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's
Oh,
beautiful.
pretty.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Ooh.
Right
All
on.
right, I think we all are poured.
I
So
think so.
cheers, Vengers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Chin chin. Eye
Chin
contact.
chin, as
eye
we say.
contact. Eye
Mhm.
contact. Eye contact.
Mm.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Mm, mm, mm.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh my.
it is smoky. It's nice. It's
So-
got the feel for the that you would get with the Urbach or the more common Schlenkerla, but it's just light in drinkability, but it's really strong and smoky flavor, which is nice. I still got that bacon aroma,
Okay.
and
yeah, I remember that bacon sense when we went to that brewery.
right.
Mhm.
There's no
was a
bacon
nice
involved,
dinner.
but the smokiness. Oh, this is a plus. I'm kind of PO'd though that it's only so low because I could drink this. I would drink these.
Was it like a
every
4% or something?
day. 4.3.
All right.
I mean, but the smokiness is good. Okay, well there you go. See, I come
Okay.
straight out with it.
I know.
I've given you all
I
a
like
chance
this
to.
beer, but there's not enough alcohol in
Why?
It's okay.
I
just
love
put,
this.
it happens.
This
It
beer
happens.
is so good. It's
Just
so
put some-
fucking good.
put some vodka in it.
All right. Tell us
That'll
some more
solve
about
that.
that. Tell us some more about that red wine, cider wine girl.
Yeah. So, I let it get its air
Okay.
just to make sure it didn't have some bitterness in there. So this is a screw top bottle of wine.
Mm.
So sometimes one lowers one expectations with that. But this is surprisingly drinkable. That's one of the things that I like about a Super Tuscan is they can be very rich. They can have a lot of different notes and colors and, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I often find them really easy to drink. Sometimes the
Mm,
really complex wine can almost be too much. So Super
Mm-hmm.
Tuscan to me walks that line of good flavor without getting into any sort of bitter thing when you swallow the wine and whatnot. So this is a nice, easy drinking Super Tuscan.
right on.
Very cool.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah,
for
I think I think there's been a little too much. What the whole anti screw top thing
yeah.
is sort of it's bullshit. Because there are a lot of really good wines that have that screw top thing. I think it's just it's the same way that like for some reason beer has moved beyond the can bias.
Mm,
I mean, it
yeah.
used to be that like only good beers are in bottles, and no one thinks that at all anymore. And I think it's kind of a similar thing between corks and screw tops. I mean, I don't know if that'll ever move on to boxed wine, but I definitely feel that
I have
that
had some boxed
there,
wine that
but there,
was surprisingly okay.
and I
You
believe
know.
that's true.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the next step in the all wines matter trajectory.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask where this fit. Like the bag, we have the box of wine, the bag of wine, the
Yeah.
screw top, the cork top, like the can of wine, which I've also had, canned wines.
Yes, I've had lots of canned wines. They're very popular at movie theaters.
So one of the interesting things in Italy is they're very committed to table wine.
Mm.
They will even potentially just have it out for breakfast, and
Oh,
you've
good.
just got your table wine. It's always in a carafe or a
Hmm.
jug, and you
Yeah.
can just have it. And it's a little lighter. The ABV isn't necessarily as high. Sometimes they even water it down. We had a table wine, a white wine, and they were putting in a little something fizzy mixed
Mm.
in with it. And, so they're just like, if you need wine, have the wine. No judgment. So, Italy might be on their way to being like, yeah, it's okay to have a jug of wine, a bag of wine, a box of wine.
We saw a couple
Absolutely. As long as it's
boxes and
good.
bags and this. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's good and at the right time. Like you don't want to, for lunch, maybe you want to save the really high end wine for dinner and have your table wine for lunch, maybe,
Cool.
Or breakfast.
or
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah. See, I think these people are onto something.
Were you
Um,
telling the story about going to the restaurant?
No, I was just talking.
Yeah, because we
Yeah.
went to a place and it was recommended by. It was like one of the like kind of a place where locals go. This was in Siena, Italy.
mm,
Great place.
yeah.
Very cool city. Very cool. And we sit down. I'm like, let's get a bottle, and we got a bottle of like Montalcino. I forget what we had. Rosso Montalcino. It was very nice. And then we look around and we see the locals. They're just getting
The table wine.
table wine. And they don't bring out the good glasses for the table wine. It's like, the kind of crappy glasses they put out. But like they knew it's like this table wine's good enough. It probably was like a low price, so we'll never know how it was. But I mean, we enjoyed it. But yeah, table wine.
Well,
This is
I love
something
a
I
place
first
where the water is more expensive than the wine. I feel like that is a statement of where you are.
I gotta
Okay,
say,
now I'm
very
two
affordable. A lot
memories
of places
merging
were
together.
super affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that this is something I first discovered the first time I ever went to France, and it's true with Italy as well, is that unlike America, no one wants to have shitty wine in their restaurant. And so that's
Right.
why the table wine is so good.
Yeah.
No one's going to, even if it is the cheapest wine and it's not as good as the great wine, it's going to be very good wine no matter what, especially to the American palate.
Yeah.
And like I remember the first time I went to France, I was sort of like it would make it sort of a game of like let's always order the cheapest wine on the menu and
Yeah.
see if it's not wonderful, and it always was wonderful.
Right.
My Italy experience was when I went to Rome. I remember the first night I was there with my dad. I got red wine, and my dad got a Coke, and my wine was cheaper.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
That
it
was pretty
should be.
Yes,
As it should be. That is the correct way of things.
Yeah, I
Well,
saw that too, where there were like $30 bottles of wine on the menu. I'm like, well, that's probably good.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But before we get fully into Italy, I do want to talk about this night milk beer.
Yeah, I'd like
Uh,
to hear about it.
it's just a really nice, smooth milk stout. The stuff I was talking about here, I've realized the whole premise of the can art, because I mean, again, Abomination just does great can art.
Mm.
They have a skeleton in bed here with a clock radio, and all these little rectangles are just, I think they represent nightmares he's having.
Jeez.
So there's
Oh,
that's
that's
why
going
there's
on?
clowns, nuclear war, poison, death, tooth decay. What over here we got?
The top, those are the big four.
Sure. I just now my eyes are starting to fail.
Those are all the
Buried
things
al-
that I'm worried about.
Being buried alive, being lost,
Oh,
taxes,
Taxes,
shark
yeah.
attack. To go
Okay.
full circle with our
To go
last
full-
episode.
yeah,
Exactly, yeah.
last
So yeah,
episode.
so it's like that is the night milk for your nightmares is what this is, I
Wow.
guess.
That's what happens when you
Uh,
drink the warm milk before you go
Are
to
they?
bed. You get
But
nightmares.
do you think the night milk is soothing?
Soothe
To
your soul.
counteract
Well, maybe,
the
maybe the
nightmares.
idea that it would be, but then it actually just I don't know,
Causes them.
something like that.
I don't know.
How's that pumpkin beer?
Yeah,
beer
I want to
lager?
hear about this crazy ass IPA.
So
This
there is
pumpkin
there,
IPA.
there was a pumpkin used in this process. I can taste it.
Okay.
The remnants of the pumpkin are in there. Usually you drink a pumpkin beer and you're like, is this like a pumpkin spice latte? No, it feels like someone juiced a pumpkin into this beer, which is
Okay.
impressive.
Oh, so there's like pulp in there.
Well, not per se, but
You got to
it's
do
not,
that
like,
little shake
chunky.
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not chunky, but it
Okay.
definitely it does feel like I bit into a pumpkin somewhere along the process.
Wow.
okay.
So we're
it is-
talking.
I
it's
just wanna-
40.
I have to ask on behalf of someone else, is there any
Yes.
nutmeg in there, do you think?
I was about to say that the Belgian baby
I
would be
think there's
pleased
nutmeg in this.
because she's right. There is definitely actual nutmeg in here, and
Nice.
it does have like a brown sugar taste of all of that.
Nice.
So yes, well played, cider wine girl. But it is also more like there's a stronger hop finish on this than I would have expected for a really intense pumpkin IPA. I
Okay.
can really taste the hops. There is a strong astringency at the end, so it's kind of weird. It goes from like, oh, I've been into a pumpkin. Ooh, pumpkin spice latte spices. Ooh, hops. It's a 1-2-3 punch.
Wow. It seems
So-
like there's a lot going on there.
It is a journey,
And
at
you get the milk
9%.
sugar too. So you
And
must
yes.
get that like
And the mil-
sweetness and
Yeah, the milk sugar brings all the boys to the yard, and I am feeling him so hard right now because it's
that's
also
how it's supposed to work.
9%.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's blessings to all of us.
Bless it.
Well, one of the
Well, I know
things
that-
about having wine is I'm at let's see, 13.5% alcohol here.
I do think you win tonight.
Whee!
Yes, you're catching up with us. Although we did have, Huck and I each had. Well, we were combined. We're 5 beers ahead of you before we started here, so I think
Oh, Lord.
it's all gonna.
It's all gonna-
It's gonna all blend together there.
Yeah, because we
But
I
both
know there-
worked. We both worked earlier, right? Did you
I
have a beer at work?
No.
No, I mean the captain.
Oh.
Did I have a beer? No, I didn't. I didn't do the. I wasn't. I was at the cardiologist. I had a beer after
Why
that.
did I thought I saw
but-
you check in for a
Beer
beer
after
event.
that.
No, honestly, well, this is really inside
Must have been
baseball for
Jonathan.
people who are listening to this. No, I actually I had a 4:45 cardiologist appointment, and all the gigs today were in the 4 o'clock hour. So I actually specifically sent something to our boss to say, "Don't schedule me
Yeah.
because it's just like." I otherwise I'd be free all day, but since they're all during my doctor's appointment,
Well,
we
since
can't
we're on
do
the
that.
subject, how is the heart?
Yeah.
It's doing okay. The cardiologist appointment was just checking on my blood pressure,
Mhm.
and he thinks my blood pressure is good enough to finally have a stress test. So that'll be something that'll be happening in
Okay.
a month or so. So
All right.
yeah,
All right. Very good.
But yeah. I also that was my whole day. Was I had a sleep doctor and a cardiologist, and then let's all drink beer
Beers.
together.
Yeah.
But I know the whole reason we're doing a 2-part episode here is because of all of our travel, and I know we
Yeah.
teased a lot in the last episode about the travel. So
Mm.
obviously, everyone who's listening is wondering is, hey, Beer Wonder, where have you been traveling to lately?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I
tell.
spent a solid week sitting on various beaches and pools in Aruba.
Oh.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm always confused where Aruba is.
Yeah, it is just off the coast of Venezuela. It is very
Okay.
dry. It has things in the water. I did not do any snorkeling. I literally, everyone's like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "Nothing." I sat. I was with some folks. We all had. It was like a friend who has like a timeshare situation, and so they had extra room. So we went, and everyone woke up, and we asked what body of water would we like to sit next to for the day. And then we would go to that body of water, and then we would say, where would we like to eat lunch at the all-inclusiveness? And then we would eat lunch, and then we would
love
say,
it.
which body of water would we like to sit next to for the rest of the day? And we would go to another one, and then we would say, oh, it is nearly 6:30 because the sun sets every day at 6:30 in Aruba.
All right.
There's no changing; it's close enough to the equator. So then we would often find ourselves at one of the multiple bars where you could watch the sunset, and we would have a beverage, and then we would say, oh, where are we having dinner? And then we would have dinner.
What a good time. And I
So
know
it
that
was
these are your
continuous.
trivia friends. Did we play trivia?
We played cards.
Cards. Okay.
We did play cards, yes.
And lots of beer in Aruba.
Well, Balashi, if you want it. That is their version of Bud Light, and
I gotta look
okay.
that up.
it's not great. And so I was only drinking
Neither is Bud
cocktails.
Light, so it's perfect. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I was only drinking their cocktails, notably the Aruba Ariba,
Oh.
which is a
Sounds good.
rum frozen cocktail that includes a maraschino cherry, as well as the unfortunately named Brown Lady, which is really a complicated thing to ask your person of color bartender. Hey, excuse me, can I have a Brown Lady?
Yeah.
Really doesn't come across the way you're hoping it would. But
No.
yeah, no. So like not ideal, but also a delightful drink. So yes, and
What's
also
in a brown lady?
it is basic. It's basically
What is in a brown lady?
It's basically ice,
All these questions are really
Ice, yes.
inappropriate.
Mhm.
chocolate syrup,
Ooh.
and I think vodka.
Yeah, sounds like that.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very simple. It's very baseline.
Yeah.
The,
It's like
the
a
Aruba-
mudslide, basically. It sounds like.
Yeah, but without any of the other stuff.
Oh, okay.
There's no milk. It's just ice.
All
and
right.
chocolate,
No night milk.
no night
Well,
milk.
listen,
Sorry.
I've got- the growler is at it.
Oh, the growler's at it.
Yeah.
I would read
He
you
wants
the
attention.
description
know
here
how
of
that-
Balashi.
Yeah.
Pours a bright golden color that is
That's
crystal
accurate.
clear with a
Yep.
bitterness which is soft to the tongue and nose and an aroma of fresh hops.
Yeah,
Finishes crisp with light spicy hops.
sure.
Well balanced and refreshing with perfect levels of malt sweetness, toasted grain, and hops. Perfect for Aruba's tropical climate.
I mean, they're very self-aggrandizing. Let's put it that way. They think very highly of this beer. So I was not impressed. I had it before, and I was like, nah, I think we're going to skip the
let
beer.
me
this
see what
time.
the average rating is.
The other option I had, of course, because Aruba is a Dutch protectorate, is that there was plenty of Heineken to be drunk. Except
Oh, okay.
the only ones I could find were the 0.0, and I was not even going to talk about that.
No.
I was like, what are we doing, guys?
No.
So
It
nothing-
does
nothing
not
but-
get good ratings, I could see here on
correct.
Untappd.
Nothing but Aruba, Aribas, and Brown Ladies for me.
Well, that
I like
sounds
this
fine.
one review
you all-
from Jason B says corn chips watery, 0.5 point bump for the scenery. That's the whole review.
All
Well,
right.
I will say the scenery was lovely in Aruba, but I can only imagine that it was even better in Italy.
Italia, yes, we did.
Yes,
go
I mean,
to
presuming you've got everything about Vegas done on the last episode.
I managed to
I didn't-
squeeze it
I-
in,
Yeah.
except
I
the
wasn't
proper
sure.
name of Ms. Strong. I called her Amber Strong, which I think is
Oh.
pretty good.
Oh.
But I don't think
I
Is
don't
that a
think
girl
that's
doesn't
it.
seem to.
I don't think that's quite
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Good try,
it's
though.
All right,
something
so-
strong.
So we can move on from Vegas to Italy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you
I didn't
think?
mean to
So
destroy your segue there, Beer
so
Wonder. But
was no. So this was a because we joined you guys about 3 years ago now on the fabulous Beer Ventures Take Europe adventure. Was this another kind of organized program, or were you guys bouncing
yeah,
around
was
on
it? Was it?
yourselves?
Go ahead.
Do
Yeah.
tell,
So,
Cider Girl.
yeah, I'm happy to talk about it. For those of you who may or may not know, Hophead Huck and Cider Wine Girl
Mhm.
are a married couple,
Long
and
time.
so we go on trips together.
They like each other.
Yeah, it's not a surprise, is
Mostly.
what I'm
No.
saying.
Yeah.
No.
And so my cousins and us decided to go on a trip together to Italy because my aunt was studying abroad. She was doing a
Oh,
over a month immersive Italian program
that's so
where they
cool.
were taking Italian lessons and also touring the sites.
Oh, fun.
And I don't know, she had it booked for over a year. And I said, you know what we should do is we should show up about halfway through her trip and
Mm.
provide fun for her in case she was homesick or whatnot.
Yeah.
And so an idea was born, and we put the whole thing together, my cousins and Hophead Huck and I, and decided to do a little bit of a grand tour. We did Rome, we did the Tuscany area, and then which Siena is a part of,
Mhm.
and then up to Siena, and then on to Florence. And we booked it all ourselves and organized it all
Mm.
ourselves.
No tour, right?
Oh,
So
cool.
that's
we
great.
were our own tour,
Amazing.
our
So
tour of
cool.
4.
Yeah.
And our cousin Nick, he's just like, I'll just drive.
He likes to drive in foreign
Oh, cool.
countries. Yeah.
And we're like, okay, if you want to do that. A lot of rotaries.
I like driving in foreign countries more than I like parking in foreign countries.
Yeah, we did okay with we managed to avoid parking problems, but
Yeah,
Good.
he did great.
did
Shout
great.
out to Nick. He did an awesome job driving
And
around.
this was they drive on the same side of the road as we drive.
Yes, so
into
The
that-
correct
yeah.
side.
Yes.
so that makes it a little easier. There's still challenges, but you don't have to also worry about driving on a side of the road you're not used to.
As long as you weren't driving an electric car.
We had a hybrid, so we were fine.
Oh,
That's
little
better.
of-
Yeah, I
little of
know.
both.
I had some problems in France with an electric car last year just because they just. That's another whole other story. I'm not going to get into.
Where are you going to charge
Yeah.
it? That's the thing.
I know,
Where
yeah.
are these charging stations? Yeah.
They all do
It's a whole other
USB.
thing. We're not going to get into it.
Yeah.
I think we probably mentioned it on that episode, but yeah.
Anywho,
Yes.
Yes.
as part of our trip,
Yes.
as fun adults running
Mhm.
around Italy, we decided to do a lot of wineries, a lot of wine tasting. We did
Nice.
2 food tours,
Ooh.
and we really dug into wine and what wine
Really dug
is
into wine.
all about in the area.
Yeah.
We did spend the bulk of our time in the Tuscany area.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
most of the wine we tried were different varietals found in the Tuscany area. And I learned things that I didn't know I didn't know.
Oh.
You didn't
it's
know
good
you
s-
didn't know.
Yeah.
What were some
I'm
of the
quoting
like
from some song.
biggest like mind blown things?
Well, the first thing I mentioned when we were talking about the
Yeah.
wine that I'm having is that idea of the Sangiovese wine grape.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in Tuscany is that grape,
All of them.
but
Okay.
it's where they grow them and the soil and the temperature and the traditions that separate the wines. So you have your Montepulciano,
Mm-hmm.
which we went to, and it's a cute little town.
As
And
it
then
should
you
be.
have your
I love that
Chianti,
wine. I love the Montepulciano.
and your Chianti is a whole region.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so different areas of Chianti have different sort of kinds of Chianti.
Mhm.
Montepulciano has that area's version, but the grapes are all the same. It's just
Mm.
some are grown in this area, some are grown in that area. And so I did bring with me, and by bring I mean I had Hophead buy me a Chianti classic wine
Classico.
Okay.
so that we could understand some of these differences. And it's very visual, so I will
Hmm.
try to explain it. But if you're ever at a restaurant and you want to
Okay.
have a Chianti,
Hmm.
you want to make sure that on the label somewhere is a Black Rooster
Mm.
label.
Okay. Interesting.
If it doesn't have that, it's not really a Chianti. It might
Mm.
be
All right.
A bit of a blend or something.
a
Yeah.
blend or a similar
Chianti
or
Yeah.
style.
yeah, or like
Spa-
champagne isn't
sparkling,
champagne,
a
right?
sparkling
And there'll
chicken.
be
Yeah.
100% Sangiovese grapes.
So you got to
Okay.
have that rooster on there.
Nice.
And the other thing you can look for is on the top of the label, there is usually these letters D-O, I'm reading it backwards,
No, you
C,
got it.
right?
Mhm.
DOC means it's that perfect version of that wine.
Mm.
In the same way that Germany has the Reinheitsgebot
Yep. Gesundheit.
rules. Yes,
Reinheitsgebot.
thank you. That beer can have these ingredients in it and it
Yeah, yeah.
qualify, right? The DOC means that it's that version but of the wine, right? It has all the ingredients, gone through all the procedures that make it a correct appropriate Chianti wine. You'll see that in all different other kinds of wines as well. And
Nice.
then the G means that they've been producing that wine in the correct way for a long enough time that they've earned the G.
Mm.
That's
So
cool.
if you're new at it, you don't get the G. But if you've been
Mm.
doing it for a long time, you have the G. So this is the perfect Chianti. It has the Black Rooster on it
Yeah.
and it has the DOCG. I
Right. The
didn't
full
open
G.
it because it really should be shared with friends.
Oh well, we'll have to make that
So
happen then.
I don't want to drink it by myself.
The thing
But
that
I
I
had no
oh
idea about any of that.
well the thing that I discovered because we were at a wine tasting and somebody said something about a Super Tuscan
Mhm.
and I said, "What makes a Super Tuscan a Super Tuscan?" And the woman who was doing the wine tasting, she said, "Well, it's a very modern concept.
Huh.
That it's like what did she say? Like the 90s, right?
Yep.
It's like
Really?
very modern in that it's a
Especially for such an ancient culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, because they like the Chiantis go way back and then all these other
Mhm.
ones, but like centuries back.
Oh wow.
And then the Super Tuscan is like Sangiovese grapes, and this one specifically that Cider Girl's having is Cabernet and Merlot grapes. So
Hmm.
it's a blend. So when
Interesting.
you have a Super Tuscan, and I was like, I didn't really figure out why we call it a Super Tuscan. I guess because it just uses several different grapes, but that was something
Hmm.
I discovered. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So Super Tuscan in Italy, and this might be different in America. So all the
Sure.
wine experts listening from America, I'm not talking about America.
Right.
So it has to have the significant portion needs to be the Sangiovese, which only can
Okay.
be grown in the Tuscany area, hence Super Tuscan, right?
Right. Hmm.
Yeah.
And then it can have percentages of others, and it's typically Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. There
Okay.
is some looseness to that,
Sure.
but like this one is 40% Sangiovese. So a Super Tuscan has to have at least that much to be
Okay.
considered a Super Tuscan. And then those blends, those other grapes are also grown in the same area,
Hmm.
but they're those grapes we recognize that are grown in other places too. Not that you can't
Cool.
grow a Sangiovese in your own backyard. I'm sure you can.
Right. I'm sure if we try hard enough.
So you said the bulk of your time was in Tuscany, but you were also
Yeah.
you were in Rome, and you were
Hmm.
where else were you?
Yeah. So we started in Rome. We did 3 days and we did a
Nice.
Yeah.
food tour for the first day.
Mm.
And this is now the second trip I've been on where I started with the food tour. And
Yeah.
it's such a great place to start
Oh
because it
sure.
Oh yeah.
introduces you to all the things you're going to eat, things you like, things you can avoid.
Hmm.
And they also, introduce you the different drinks and things that are, celebrated in that area. So we got to try all different drinks as well. And so it really starts you off on like in Rome, these are the things I'm going to eat. These are the
Yes.
things I'm going
Yeah.
to enjoy. And we had what was supposed to be the best pizza in Rome, and we had the best gelato in Rome, and
Mm.
some really good wine choices as well. But Michael was some other person who was on the trip, but
We don't
Hophead,
know.
Yeah,
Yes.
some weirdo. But Hophead Huck and I,
We're actually
actually,
a little bit out about that, so we can be a little.
yeah, I know. But yeah, anyway,
But
to
yes,
stick to the original rules of the podcast,
sure.
Hophead Huck and I
Mike.
um,
My name is Mike.
had the best
Sorry.
pizza, but not on the tour.
Honestly,
Oh.
the best. Yeah. There's this
In
have
Rome.
you ever watched the Tucci in Italy? You know the show?
Yeah.
I have not watched it, but I'm aware of it.
So he goes to this
Highly
place.
recommend.
He actually starts his Rome episode where he's like, I'm going to where I had the best sandwich I've ever had. So he goes and has a sandwich, and it's like beef tongue pastrami.
Ooh.
Ooh,
And I did have the sandwich, but what was the revelation was the pizza.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because honestly, we did this thing where we showed up at 12. We were going to the Coliseum. We had a 1:45 thing at the Coliseum. So we showed up, and this place is nearby. So we showed up, and it was like, oh, they don't open until 12:30. And we're there at what, 12:10 or
10.
something. There's one other group there. Then there's us. And then another group showed up. And it was like, oh, okay. And Sparky here, Cider Girl was like, well, let me stay
Frickin'.
close to the door.
We've said all our names. We're going to say Bricken for one time anyway, in case anyone's listening. All right.
So she's gonna stay close to the door. We're all sitting in a chair. And Bricken's like, oh, let me stay
I'm
close.
gonna line up. I've got a
gonna line up.
feeling.
And so when they did open at 12:30, they like take a number, and then the guy was like, oh, there's no numbers here. We were second in line. And it was like, we're in. And I looked at the pizza. I wasn't even gonna get it because I was gonna get the Tucci sandwich. And that's the only sandwich they have. They changed their whole thing where they're like, yes, we'll still have the Tucci sandwich, but it's all about pizza now. And I looked at the pizza. I said, I got to have some of that, and got a couple slices of this sausage pizza. And Cider Girl got the margarita pie, and also you get like the cheeseless one,
Mm-hmm.
which was divine. I mean, literally divine. And we get the pizza, and and then once we sit down with our food, the line is out the door and down the block. Like people knew that this is the place to go. And somehow we just stumbled on it at the exact right time, and we got our food. This pizza was like, you take a piece of pizza and you put it in your mouth before you're getting any of the flavor. It's already speaking to you. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just the texture.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was like, wait a second. And the crust was just like kind of focaccia, right?
Sure.
It's a square pizza, and you get a slice of it. You don't get a whole thing, right? So you get various toppings, and it's square. But instead of it being thick like a focaccia or a Sicilian,
Thin,
it's crispy,
super crispy.
but in a good way, not in a cracker way,
like a
right?
melt in your mouth.
And it's probably the best pizza I've ever had.
Wow.
Wow.
And
See, I would
and
say
you
that
lived in
too.
New York.
I would
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
I've
like
had pizza all
DeFara
over the
in
world.
Brooklyn is the best, but this was like top 5 for me in my life for sure, pizza wise.
Yeah.
And I was like immediately like, we need to get more. And then the line was out the door. I
line
was
was
like,
too long.
We can't get
Yeah.
it.
I mean,
That
just
was
like it
special.
was for some of the lines at the Great American Beer Festival for me.
I would go
Exactly
back
the
there
same.
again if I could remember the name of it. It's the Brothers something, but they had changed their whole design and their whole vibe since the Tucci. But they kept that Tucci sandwich because he made it so popular. Like I think it was more.
So
of a
Tucci ruined it for everyone. It was this nice, unassuming little place, and then Tucci
Right.
place.
Now there's a big line.
fucked up their whole ecosystem.
Yeah, so that was
Like,
that
fine,
was
we
the best.
Tucci sandwich. We had to do other stuff here, but yeah,
Yeah.
we know why you're here. American tourists. Fine.
Yeah,
here's your sandwich.
so Rome, we did all the things you're supposed to do, but
Yeah.
a lot of the things I loved was just like going down the little streets and discovering little shops, and little around the corner is a cute little bar, and around the corner is a cute little. We went to a restaurant where a lady was literally rolling the pasta,
Oh yeah.
and then
Oh,
you could
neat.
order that pasta and eat it. I was like in
in the
heaven.
window. She never took a break either.
She just rolled that pasta
And when
piece
we
by
left,
piece.
we were like having this pantomime conversation, like, when are you going to take a break? You know, like, so it was like, she's like, you know, I got to roll the
Never.
pasta.
Yeah.
She was very good natured.
Uh,
Fratelli Trecca Circo Massimo is the name of the pizza place.
and line up at 12:10 because
Yeah,
by
get
Hell
there.
12:30 the
Yeah,
line's
get there
too
at
long.
12:10. You'll be gold. Be golden.
Noted.
And then we went to the Tuscany region, and
Mm,
we had this hotel that was in sort of the middle. So
Mm.
every day we could
or
go
villa,
somewhere
as it were.
else, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Nick, who was driving us, thank you, Nick, would, okay, we'll go to these two towns and then we'll come back and then we'll do wine tasting and then we'll come back. So we went to, I don't know, 5 or 6 towns that had
Mm.
castles and fortified cities and up the hills and all these ancient places. I learned a lot about Etruscans, which is the
Oh yeah,
civilization before the Romans.
Oh,
pre-Romans.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And we were in places that the Etruscans had built.
That's
right.
cool.
And if
Wow.
that doesn't melt your brain,
I
right? You
know.
know, and we tried wines in all of the places, and Michael had some beer
I
in
had a
Yeah.
couple
some
What?
of
beers.
these
Yeah.
places as
I
well.
would like to hear about that. Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
Well, this one town, Nick was like, "Oh, I found this town that's on the way to where we're going from Rome." And we're like, "Oh yeah, cool." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's got this cool bridge we have to walk over." And we we could show up at this place, and I'm like, at this point, we walk like 6, 7 miles a day in Rome. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I'm exhausted.
7. Yeah.
And we show up at this spot, and the view from where we're parking the car to where the town is, there's this road, and it's a bridge, but it's this road that dips and then goes back up. I'm like, it looks like the freaking Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And we did it, and it was worth it. It was a beautiful place.
Mm.
But it was like, oh my God. And every day is like that. Like, oh, we're gonna have to climb this. These every town is built on the top of a mountain. It's just insane area. But yeah, we did have a great time. Beers. Oh, you got Bricken. Oh, she tried to put a picture up.
Yeah.
Nope, that's the table.
Yeah, that's weird.
But
You were going to say about a beer, I think.
I had two West Coast IPAs while in Rome.
Oh,
Very
wow.
good.
Were
Okay.
locally
Were they
produced?
locally brewed?
Locally produced, and I don't remember the
Wow.
breweries.
Okay.
Okay.
And
How were they?
excellent.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep. I was very happy. Also, Birra Moretti, which is the local, that's like the
Budweiser.
Italian beer.
The
There's
Balashi.
the
one might say.
blonde, and there's the red. I prefer the red.
Okay.
Very good. And then when we got to the second night, we had dinner at our villa. Very nice people at the villa, by the way. Excellent. Oh, there's what I'm looking at.
Oh my goodness!
nice.
It really does look like you're walking the Great Wall of China. That's incredible.
I was like, we're gonna walk that. We did it, but there was a woman who was like
Wow.
paraplegic, or she was in a chair, and I was like, well, if she's doing this, I guess I can do it, and I did do it. But the beer. Oh, the one night we were in, the second night, my fellows, Cider Girl and Nick and Lindsay, they weren't drinking anymore. I was like, okay, I'm on my own.
Mhm.
So I said, well, it's a good opportunity to have some beer. And then one of the beers was it was called Purple something. It was like a wine infused beer, and it had
Oh.
it had sediment too. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I mean, it was, I love interesting beers.
Sounds like a nice. Yes, that's a great experiment.
Yeah, it was an interesting beer, and I was glad to have it. And then the second beer I had was more of an amber, and that was really nice. So I had a couple of
Yeah.
good beers there. And did I have one more beer? Oh, I had one crappy beer, and I was like, "This is bad." Oh, there's the
That's
purple one. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Rappo. That's what it looks
yeah.
like.
And I had another picture of the sediment that was in it. But yeah, that was fine. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Brickens.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Luckily,
wow.
luckily, Cider Girl and I, all our photos show up on each other's phones.
Handy,
Yes,
isn't it?
It's
and
very handy, but at the same time, got to be careful.
I'm still very
What you take
bad
pictures
at
of.
making this a video thing, but
That's the good one.
you can
Essentials.
just
That
sort
was
of
good.
you can get the sense of these pictures from how we're all reacting to them, and hopefully that will be enough. Hearing the
Essentials.
sounds
Well,
of
if
our
you,
voices.
you move it a little, you can see you can see the color. Yeah, it's nice. That was a nice beer. I
Yeah,
enjoyed that. So we had a couple of nice beers, but honestly, the wine was
It was all about the wine.
Oh,
outstanding.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we literally drank wine every night and afternoon.
well, why wouldn't you? You're on
It was
vacation.
our
Well,
well,
I
it was
mean,
our
you gotta
job.
like,
We gotta.
you gotta be, have a day off. But it was like
You're on
one day
vacation.
I was
Why
like,
would not?
maybe I'll take this day off, and I ended up drinking a ton of wine that day.
Well, why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
So-
of drinking, I got a second beer, but I don't know. I don't remember what it is, so I can be as surprised as y'all.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
But I
I'm
only
excited.
brought one glass in,
Alright.
so I think it's probably some sort of pills. Let's see what we got.
All right, what is it?
Okay, this is Alvarado Street Brewing,
Oh, okay.
high quality brewing. It's called Citravesa,
Citraves.
Nice.
West Coast Pilsner. I love me some West Coast Pilsner. It's kind of my vibe these days.
Nice.
It's slightly hoppy, but it's the drinkability of a Pils. We'll pour it in the
Mhm.
smoky glass.
Sure.
And,
And when you're
nice
keeping with the
light
theme with
color.
low ABV, it's a good.
Yeah,
when
it's
we're on
it's 4.9. Yeah, I'm keeping the low ABVs.
honestly, 2 shows in a row the way we're doing it, I think that's the best way to have it.
Very
I may
good.
not move to a another pour myself because I've been going
Sure, on the
with
high ABVs.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot to put the thing up. It's a cool can. I like the
Mhm.
can art. You see, it's
Yeah.
got the
I like it. It's good.
California Alvarado Street, high quality brewery known for their hazy IPAs. Actually,
Cool.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just my jam these days. Like,
yeah.
it just makes me. I get all that hoppiness, hophead huck,
Yep, that tracks.
but I get the lagery pilsnery vibes, which is a little more mellow on the palate. Excellent. I would not put it past Alvarado Street to make a crappy beer.
So I know there was Rome and there
good.
was Tuscany, and was there a
Yeah.
little bit of Florence in there as well?
Yeah. So we went to Siena, which is where my aunt was. Siena is I mean, it's not a hidden gem.
Yeah.
People know about Siena, but
Lesser
Siena is
known
really
gem.
cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that
It
was
It was one of my. I wound up there when I did my college backpacker thing, and I fell in love with it. It's got that.
Yeah.
If I remember, it has that half moon, sort of central piazza area.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's so there's
beautiful.
so much. It's a small town, but so much to see and do. And again, it's got that fortified
city.
wall, old timey, Etruscan. A lot of places were like, come and eat here, and you can be in our Etruscan cellar. Like it's
Yeah.
BC times, like just crazy history.
Yeah.
And then we went to Florence just for one day, Hophead Huck and I, because we had a connection to get on an airplane, and we thought it would be fun to, spend the day there. And we
Mhm.
we ended with a food tour.
Oh, cool.
So we sort of
Oh,
started with
nice.
a food tour and
Nice.
ended with a food tour. And for this podcast, what I think is most important with the food tour is we got to do the secret wine door.
Oh,
Uh,
Ooh.
the wine
yeah,
windows.
the wine windows, which is something from, the old timey days. You could go and knock on a window and someone would open it and give you wine. And I
Mm.
guess it came back into use during COVID. It had fallen
Okay.
to the wayside, but a lot of restaurants and bars had those little windows.
Mhm.
And with COVID, they started using them again. And of course, everyone thought it's charming. So now it's popular again. And the food tour actually took us to one of the wine windows, and we got to open it and each ring the bell, and then the lady, oh, do you need something? And then slid us the wine through the window, and that's where I
cool.
had my favorite wine, which was the Super Tuscan that they gave
Mm.
us.
Mm.
So that was really neat to get to experience that very charming tradition.
And the wine
Cool.
windows, um, you know, in Italy, they got hit hard by the COVID, right?
Sure,
when
right,
it,
yeah.
when it first came out, like almost like New York City, they got whaled. And as we say in New England, um, they they brought back the wine windows as a practicality thing
Yeah.
for COVID. So like
Wow.
these things that were sort of a touristy thing, we're like, no, we're really going to hand you wine through this window.
Yeah,
now."
I didn't see that at all when I was there in 2017, so that's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
And I
So
did
once you know they're there, you start to see them.
Oh,
so
cool.
so we did this one window, very touristy. We all rang the bell, each one at a time on this tour, rang the bell and got our wine, and then went into the restaurant. So Cider Girl gives the tour guide her phone and rings the bell, gets the wine, gets her picture and all that. And I'm after her. So I go, okay. And I get the and I'm doing all this acting like, oh, let me get the wine, like posing and stuff. There's you can see Cider Girl in the wine window. So I do the same thing and I turn around to look at the cameraman. And it's this man with a baby on his chest. And I go, look at hi.
So
They had all
Hop-
gone inside. I was abandoned. No
Hophead
one
Huck
took my
forgot-
picture.
So you were supposed to give the camera to Michael.
I know, but I thought that he would still have your camera. I don't know. I had been drinking wine at the time.
You're supposed to give
so
your camera to the baby?
As you should.
Yeah, I was like the
the
baby.
tour
could
guide
take my
was
picture?
taking photos. So I'm showing my favorite wine of the trip. It was the Hebo 2023 Super
That was a Super
Tuscan
Tuscan. Yeah,
by Petra.
Super Tuscans are nice.
Mm.
Wine highlight for me, which I discovered, and you can get this in the States, is Brunello di Montalcino.
Okay.
And I never
Montalcino.
really got into it.
Okay.
And they call it Brunello because that means brown. So a Brunello has to be aged for at least 5 years, right? Is that it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So a Brunello is like a higher end because they make another one, Rosso Montalcino, which is just like their red wine, which is a little fruitier, but the Brunello has a much like more complex character,
Mhm.
and it has a browner color, and I liked that a lot. The Brunello. I went to the store today to get some wine for a Cider Girl, and I was like, they had a Brunello, and it was like $57. I'm like, ugh.
Aw,
Yeah.
Come on.
I almost got it.
I'm not worth it.
Oh snap! All right. Well,
Oh,
I
I'm
know
sorry. No,
it
no,
wasn't your
time,
favorite.
next
I
time.
don't think the Brunello.
That's true. That's true.
I am a
Uh,
cheap guy, though. It's
Wasn't
true.
there some picture where you were like wearing a Speedo or something? Or was that
Oh, I'm
just
so
let's get
glad
to
you
that.
asked.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
So
Action.
we get to our Tuscan hotel, and the guy, there's a concierge. He's telling you all the things to do. He's got a little map, and he says, "Oh, you need to go to this cute town and this cute town." And we're like, "Oh yeah, we already have that planned. Yeah, we've got it all planned." And then he points down to the bottom of the map, and he goes, "And you have to go here." And I'm like, "Oh well, what's that? We don't know about that." In Tuscany, they have natural hot springs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
and whenever you see Bagno as part of the name of the town,
it's a place that might have a hot spring.
they mean bath. Yeah.
So the guy says, "We've got these local hot springs, and you just go, and it's free. You walk in, and you can sit in the hot water, and enjoy yourselves and whatever." And so of course we had to do that. Now 3 of us remembered to pack a bathing suit,
Oh.
and one of us didn't remember to pack a bathing suit.
Just
So
didn't do it. Yeah.
we get to the place, and it's really like, if you hear any barking, I apologize.
Oh,
That's
we
my
do.
dog.
That's fine. He's
Yeah.
part of
Growler
it.
is making
He's
himself
part of the
known.
show. Yeah.
It's the
That's
growler.
super dog. So we're there, and it's a lot of European and Italian people, and not a lot of Americans. So
Japanese as well.
it felt very cool, like we were, finding this new place. And you literally walk down the hill. There's a sign.
It's in the
you follow
woods.
the sign, and then you're in the woods,
Oh.
and you don't really know which way to turn. So waited for these old Italian guys to walk by, and we figured they knew what they were doing. So
Follow
we
them.
followed some old Italian guys into the woods, and then
When did that ever go wrong?
That-
never
You could
gone
be-
wrong
Oh
ever.
my god.
And then we take a turn, and you can start to see smoke rising off of the water.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And you know you've made the right turn. And
Right.
then you get there, and the whole side of the hill is covered in these weird shapes that have formed over time, with the hot springs pouring
And
out,
they're white.
turning the mud into these shapes covered in white and green. And there's a slight smell of sulfur,
Yeah.
you know, because the water that comes from the bowels of the earth have that
Mhm.
sulfur smell. And over time, little hot tubs have naturally formed all around this spring. And so you just
Yeah.
walk in and sit in a hot tub, and nature's water just pours over you. And I found a little spot where a waterfall was pouring. So it was like I was getting a little free massage
Mm.
of hot
Incredible.
water, and it was incredible. And
Total
the, like,
surprise too. Like we'd never
Yeah.
expected to do
oh,
that.
we hadn't. It
That's
wasn't
so
in any
cool.
tour books or anything. So it was a real find, and I'm hesitant to tell anyone about it because I don't want to ruin that magic of us just
It's
following.
okay. Nobody listens to this show.
Yeah,
No.
hooray. But we had to face, what is Hophead Huck gonna do? Because he forgot
Yeah.
to pack his bathing suit.
Yeah.
Now, Brigand's cousin Lindsay, she took because I was thinking while we were in the booth, we don't have our phones, to
Yeah.
take photos because we're all getting wet. But she got out and she took a couple of pictures of Cider Girl and I, and then I managed to get it going
Yes.
and
There it
I
is.
looked at this picture because Brigand taught me this, that Billy Idol, when he was doing his thing on stage, would hold his arms up so that he would
Because it
look
would
a little more
Pull
muscular.
it.
Yeah.
I see.
It makes you
And-
look, if you ever want to look skinnier and good, you just hold your arms up
Just
high
hold your
above your
arms up.
head,
I
and
see.
suddenly
Yeah.
you're.
And I was just I saw this picture. I'm like,
So your
yes,
breasts won't droop as much, and yeah.
Exactly.
I was like,
We've
this
all been
guy
there.
looks good, especially for his age. I mean, he's not young.
I mean, yeah, get it.
For-
Get it.
especially for an audio podcast.
And I was like, and the other thing is we were eating like crazy and drinking wine every day. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm going to gain weight. And I was like, just look at this picture, Mike, and you'll be like, you won't touch that next tiramisu, and you'll be
I
okay.
mean, but you will because
I will.
in
I had a
Europe,
lot
they
of
just don't-
tiramisu.
They don't. When I was in Italy, that's all my dad and I. It was sort of a regular thing. Like we don't really need dessert, but we're gonna split a tiramisu.
Get
That's
it.
just a
Yeah,
thing
well,
we
you know.
did.
We had
every place
gelato
we went to.
every day, sometimes twice a day.
As
Yeah.
you
Well,
should.
we
You're
we
on
definitely did
vacation.
after we went to the Coliseum. We didn't go to a special Stella sandwich place, but after the Coliseum, we went gelato. I think was what we had. Right
Oh,
after
yeah.
that.
You got to do it.
And just for full transparency, Hophead Huck did wear his underpants
Good.
into the
With
hot,
yeah.
mosquito.
to the nature reserve.
Well, I
hot
figured it was just
springs.
just the way it was the way the framing of the photograph. It looked like it was skimpier than it was, but yeah.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it was all fine until the moment he had to climb over to other tourists to get a better spot to sit. And
And then
It
something
stayed in-
fell out.
no, it
No,
stayed
no.
in place, but it
Good
was
undies, yeah.
they got very close to the wonders.
Well,
of
they're the
Hophead
ones
Huck.
that wouldn't move,
They
so-
should have moved, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
was a
did
neat
try to
area.
climb up. There was this area where you could climb and get to a higher pools. And I got about, I don't know, I started to do it and I was like, I'm not going to do this. I had to back down.
So Nick goes up a little higher, and he finds this really nice little hot tub to sit in. So he's sitting there, and
Yeah,
Lindsay.
Nick's only 51, so yeah, he's
Well,
like,
Lindsay's gotten out at
Is
this
he-
point. They're married, and Lindsay's gotten out at this point, and so she's taking pictures, and she takes this picture of Nick, and he's in the hot tub, and there's a lady next to him,
right.
and it looks like she's slowly trying to make a pass at him, like he's
Oh, yeah.
he's oblivious, just looking out, smiling at the camera, and she's like got this look on her face and is like
Yeah.
allowing herself to float too close. So there was almost an international incident.
Love that.
It was such a great time. That was so
I'm
fun.
glad it was
man.
handily avoided.
Yes.
I know. I mean, I wear briefs. You know, I'm old school, but I mean, everybody wears boxer briefs now. You can't even find these.
I'm
things.
commando all the time.
Oh, okay, right.
I'm just
Except at
glad
work.
they weren't white
I did go
briefs.
commando after that
Yeah.
because I wiped my feet. Wiped the mud off my feet with my underwear. So
Okay.
I did leave those behind in the garbage. I did not take them back home with me. Too much information, but
Probably.
It's just
but
the right
never
wonder.
one.
too
Your
much
boxer
information for
briefs
this
guy.
Bearcast.
I assume.
I do like a boxer brief, yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't wear boxer briefs.
Yeah, people my age,
Okay,
even
well,
people older
you know,
than me, they all wear them. It's
Something
like
to
everybody moved
consider,
on but
Cider
me.
Girl.
I only wear underwear for work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we thank you for that.
Yeah, that makes
Yes,
sense.
Well, I know. Yeah. Well, just in case any of you don't know why Setter Girl just thanked me for that, is because there was a time when we would share a dressing room together on occasion, and but I'd learned that lesson years before we first met each other.
Look, I'm as much of a
I-
nudist as the captain. I think. Well, maybe not quite.
I mean, no, but probably not. Probably not as much. I mean, I don't like. I'm naked in my house most of the time, in my apartment most of the time.
but I mean, I don't want to get too. Well, I probably shouldn't.
Come on, we've gone
Joe,
far
come
enough.
on,
You can
we're
keep
doing
going.
quite well.
Come
We're
on.
doing quite well. Get
Well,
into it.
Okay, ladies, if you don't know, men urinate, right?
We
Oh,
do.
yes.
From the-
okay.
Women
From the
urinate too,
female.
from what I
Yeah,
understand.
I think all
Yes.
humans do. Yeah.
There, but
All mammals.
with
It's a human
Every-
I don't
category.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe women have the same issue, where it's like, what does it say? What is the old phrase? You know, no matter how much you shake and dance, the last drop always ends up in your pants. So
Yes,
it's
I've heard
like
that one, yeah.
I've always
I have not heard
been
that.
one to keep a layer there,
Okay.
so it doesn't get
Okay.
on my pants, as it were.
Well, that's helpful. That's thoughtful.
Well,
So
thank
there's
you.
a reason to
Yeah.
wear underwear. I'm into nudity, but yeah, like I would have gone whiffso at these baths, but no one else was doing it.
They
And
were
whiffso,
kids.
for those who don't know, means whip your shit out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whip your fucking shit out. Whip your fucking shit out.
Well, at this
Whiffso.
point, we're in the hour plus, so I'm going to
Yeah, I'm
save my
sorry.
story. No, not at all. No, I'm just saying I do have a story for when I learned to always wear underwear when I'm working.
Oh my God.
But I don't think I think I'm going to save that for another episode,
might be another-
if any
that
at
might
all.
be-
'Cause it
There
seems
was
like
a
this
time
is
when
the
I learned,
thematic
and I've done it
episode
that
for
way.
it.
Yeah.
I feel that
I think
I
you've
feel
told
like
me
when
that
when
story
I'm
before.
when I'm work, I probably did, but I haven't told the podcast audience
Oh my
yet.
God.
Yeah.
If I ever will, but you guys know if you'll push me hard enough, I will tell that at some point, but not when we're already over an hour. I mean, this is not a long episode. It only feels long to three of us because it's our second episode. But
Of the
Well,
day.
sure, of the day. But I mean, it sounds like an amazing trip. But I'm curious, does anybody have any additional travel planned?
oh, actually, I do.
Good question.
And I think I should mention that because since we're, I don't think you're gonna. This episode will probably wind up in the whatever sphere sometime before the end of November. But I don't think we're
Revengosphere.
gonna. I don't think we're going to record another episode. We're going to release another episode before Thanksgiving. So I and the Belgian Babe are traveling to New Orleans for Thanksgiving weekend.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
Fun.
Yeah,
That
we
would
booked
be
that.
delightful.
It's a quick one. I found a really good deal at a French Quarter hotel.
Well, let me know if you
and
want
so
some
we're gonna-
Rex. I got Rex for you.
Oh, cool. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, we're going to get there on Thanksgiving around noon. Because I found it, the only direct flight from American Airlines was at 7:30 a.m. But like from
Ooh,
LaGuardia.
that's early
so-
for the captain.
It's early for me, but it's a direct flight and it's LaGuardia. So
Although I
nice,
texted
yeah.
y'all this morning at 7:30, you were up.
Yeah, I was not.
if you texted me at 7:30, it was 4:30 here. But
No. I
or
mean,
no,
it was 7:30 where you are.
7:30 where I am.
Yeah, I
So it
texted you at
was-
10:30 in my time. Yeah.
Oh,
I don't-
okay. I
It was
may not
about
have
the
responded
podcast
right
today.
away.
No, you just
Okay.
responded right away.
I don't think that's how it works, but that's okay.
I
Where
don't think. I think it was a little later, but yeah.
where
I
were
am
you,
gonna
Hophead
check.
Huck?
I was here in the house.
Yeah, they're ahead of us in time.
Okay, look, I'm gonna.
Okay, yeah. So you sent it. You said it was 7:30 your time, 10:30
Oh,
my
I
time.
see.
So
No,
yes.
no, you're right. I'm wrong.
In fact, I think at that point I'd already. Yeah. This is how
Oh my
time
God.
travel works. But yeah. So anyway, we will be. I've already booked our Thanksgiving dinner. We're going to a
Oh,
place
so it
called
was
the Pelican Club.
116 where you were. Okay, never mind.
Yes. Well, but all I know is that I'd already emailed Cider Girl.
My bad.
And then you weren't sure. Like, I don't know if there was a. I don't know. This feels like an on-air production meeting at this point.
Yeah, a little inside
which we do sometimes. Which we do.
in any
Which
case-
Yes.
where can we
Thank you.
learn about the Beer Adventures?
If you have recommendations
Let's contact us. Contact us. How can
There
you
you go.
contact us?
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the people listening probably have all our own personal cell phone numbers, but just in case you don't,
you can just text us.
It's a good line.
it's at
Give us a
the
call at
Beervengers
7
@gmail.com.
a.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific.
Oh my
Because
God,
I leave
what
my
an
phone
idiot.
charging in my living room, so that's fine.
That's smart.
If I'm asleep, I won't respond. Hopefully my watch won't answer the phone. No, thebeervengers @gmail.com. Anything with the @ symbol and the Beervengers.
Cider Girl will keep an eye on X for us.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we never
Yeah,
even got
we-
into
we-
the X thing.
Yeah, we need to give her the
How did
Yeah,
this hour go by so fast?
I don't honestly know because we
times
can
with
keep
friends.
going. There's no one cutting us off here. No, we Cider Girl, before you got on here, we were talking about how that we don't really in a general sense exist on the former Twitter, but none of
Yes.
us goes on there, and I've actually
Yes.
deleted it from my phone. But I understand you occasionally spend time there.
I check in to see if
Study the enemy.
Yes, exactly.
That makes sense. I most
It
of my
works
studying
the same way
enemy-
it always has worked.
Okay. I for mostly I trust the humorous curators to tell me what's going on in the dark side world. It's at this point it's John Oliver, Seth Meyers, and Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
Those are the places I go for that sort of thing.
That's
I
what
just
matters.
take a peek quickly and then I jump off quickly.
Well, otherwise, I mean, you have to. Otherwise, you're going to get so coated in filth that a quick rinse off won't work.
Yes, all the hot springs in Italy won't wash it away.
Yes, very true.
No. Oh, that was a
Stain.
nice little Macbeth quote, sort of
Thank you.
filtered into the whole other
No.
thing.
I'm classy.
Yeah.
You are. You always have been. And right now, we're all just kind of vamping because here comes Huck again.
Oh, there he's back.
We
Oh,
were
thank
pretending
goodness.
we weren't going to acknowledge that he left the room, and
But
here
we're
he comes
waiting
back.
for the theme
Well,
song,
we can't end without Huck. I mean,
Unless
I can press a button.
because we have to end with Huck play us out. And how are we?
Yeah.
I
gonna do
assume
that?
you were going to just keep going.
We
We
were.
did keep going, but
We
at some
did.
point we realized, like, okay, I'm going to throw to Huck. Huck's not here.
I'm ready now.
I'm glad that our 20 listeners are happy to hear all the inside
This is
baseball.
what we
I'm
call
sure
a
they'll be
3. I
texting us
won't even.
later.
I won't
because
say.
because we love you and we're so happy you're still here,
We are.
and keep coming back. And if you know anyone else who think they would like to hear this strangely insular thing, that is really a big excuse for people on opposite coasts to not lose touch with each other, we would happy to have you along for the ride because that's what we do. That makes sense what I just said?
I
Yeah.
think we're very
Did I ramble on?
entertaining. So
That
I
was sweet.
think
Oh, good. I hope so. I really hope so. I hope
I
we're
think
entertaining
we're
on
pretty
some
good.
level. Cool. I think that's a great way a great note to end it on, or end to note it on, as I said once.
Huck,
Uh,
do that thing you do.
yeah.
Oh, with a beer Avengers, beer Avengers, beer Avengers. With the Avengers.
Super
Okay.
Tuscan.
Yeah.